Okay.
There you go. So, today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about medical-assisted suicide. There's a lot of controversy in the medical field about this because as medical professionals, we don't like to end life at any point in time, but physician-assisted suicide, you have to jump through so many hoops, it doesn't really matter. First off, you have to be given a prognosis to only live less than 6 months, which by the time you actually get that prognosis, you're probably not thinking about, hey, I want to do this anyway. So, once you're given that prognosis, you also have to give 2 verbal consents that, yes, I want to medically for 2 weeks before. After that, you have to write a verbal or a written consent. And after that, it has to go to court to be approved. The other big issue is that life insurances don't want to cover suicide, period. So there's a lot of people that figure if it's medical-assisted suicide, it doesn't count. But, in fact, it does. So, you're better off just to let nature take its course for the most part. There's only 4 states in the U.S. that approve it. That's Alaska, Maine, Oregon, and Washington. And by the time you do that, you also have to be approved by 6 different physicians for medical-assisted suicide. So like I said, by the time you jump through all these hoops, there's not much that you can do. Living in Kansas, I don't see this ever being an issue because we're too conservative here to let that ever take place. There's even people that do go through with medical-assisted suicide. It raises a lot of issues for them. Mainly because, like I said, their insurances don't want to cover it. So by the time you don't have insurance money anymore, your family's left with nothing. So, for medical-assisted suicide, they give you 3 different pills that slow your respiration rate and basically just stop your heart completely. They have considered doing a potassium push, which will stop your heart. That's what they do lethal injections with. But they consider that inhumane now. So they want to do a course of the 3 pills to make that happen.
I kind of do.
Okay.
Well, because my brother-in-law has ALS, and there's no cure.
Nope.
And it was interesting you said Washington is a state, because that's where they live.
That's the thing with ALS though is like people can be given a prognosis for 6 months and then they live for 6 years. So even though if he was given that prognosis, he does have the option, and that he's out of one of the 4 states that actually does it. He does, but
It's a
like I said, then
long
you can turn
process.
around and live for 6 more years. So do you take that chance or?
I think he thinks of it because now the ending, like
You're
he struggles
paralyzed.
now, but yeah, like it's just a slow death.
Yes.
So like maybe like when they get worse, he's like really sick and he's not able to give those consents. Can he not do it then?
No.
Would not be able to
Because
do
it
have to do
has
it
to be
ahead of
from
time.
that patient.
even if he's in like suffering
And he can sign like a direct or a living will that states that, hey, once I'm put on a vent, go ahead and
oh
shut me off because I don't want to be a vegetable, needless to say, which is a totally different process from assisted suicide.
But life insurance won't.
No, but they will cover it if you have a living will or advance directive that says that, they will cover it.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So, basically, end result's the same, but you go about it 2 different ways.
So do they not do the potassium push in jails like for
Certain states still do, but I know, like, in Oklahoma, they just passed a law that you can't do that anymore.
so what do they do?
That I don't know yet. I think they're still trying to figure that out.
Very good.